Hi, here is Tomasz Kopyra from Beer Guide PL. Today we are with Simon Martin. We are at the sightseeing brewery in Cieszyn. It's Bracki Browar Zamkowy in Cieszyn. The brewery was established in 1846. And here we have a model of this brewery. Not everything is the same, but there are some very the same parts of brewery. So we start with the ice tunnel. Ice tunnel was before the refrigeration. They cut the ice blocks at the lake, bring it to the tunnel, and have a store of ice blocks for cooling fermentation during summer and many other useful usage of when they need cold. Here we have at the top there is malting because in past years the typical brewery has their own malting. So at the top of the brewery was malting and grain mill, from where the grain go to the to the mash tun, which was
firelit.
Lit, yeah. Here we have a lauter tun to take out spent grain. Here we have a grunt, where the wort after filtration go. Here we have a brewing kettle with an hop bag separating the hops from the wort, and here we have cooling. Here they use that ice blocks and use it to cool the wort which were in the cooler. Then
So this was the world's first heat exchanger, if you like.
Cooler heat exchanger, yeah.
Yeah.
And here we have some kind of cooler. It's a cooler plate, and then wort goes to the cellars, to the fermentation. So here we have open fermentation tun here, and then beer was transferred to the lagering tanks, maturing tanks, and then filling barrels with the beer, and then the barrels go to the restaurants, to the places, maybe not pubs, because pubs are typical for British beer culture, but for piwnica. Piwnica is a Czech name for a place where piwo or beer is served.
Fantastic. That is a. We're going to be making
and on the next
video.
Video, Simon show you the exact parts of this model in a real scale, still working, still brewing beer in these kettles, in this mash tun with open fermentation and.
Fantastic. So this live model here, we're going to see it in real life now in a moment in the second installment of this video. Thank you, Tomasz Kopyra.
My pleasure.
Okay, so as you just seen on the model, this was the original ice house. It's actually been built into a hill. It's one of the largest tunnels in Poland.
Here is the year of the building.
Roman numerals. What date does that say? What numbers?
1857. 11 years after the starting brewery.
Wow. So here is this, here is the tunnel. The ice tunnel. So they would have stored the ice. Oh wow, look at this.
You feel how cold it feels?
Oh yeah, you can actually feel as you walk into this building, you can feel how cold it is, and you can imagine ice being stored here all winter and all summer, and it's just not being able to melt. It's about, as soon as you come in, it's an overcoat colder down here. It's about 10 degrees colder, I'd say. But this tunnel is being dug into the mountain, but it's absolutely massive. I know you can't see an awful lot in here, but trust me on this. It's a massive building. I'm with Janusz. Hi Janusz.
Hi.
What a fantastic brewery you've got in here. Can you show me around?
Yes, of course. You can find the brewhouse this zbiorniki.
Yeah.
Tun?
Tun, yeah.
Masz tun or
Mash
water
tun,
tun?
yeah.
Filtracyjne czy zacierne?
Zacierne.
This is mash tun. Yeah?
Mash tun, yeah.
Mash tun.
Filtration,
Yeah.
yeah. The word.
The word.
Grant.
And if you get the camera in here, the word. This is the last bit of the word note, and this is original to the building. This is nearly 200 years old.
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic. And
Still work.
everything's still working. So if you just pan across it. So now we're trying to get things spinning, and we'll get your camera in there. Wow, look at that. Original machinery that's... How old is this, Thomas?
Tak samo są stare jak glowar, czy było coś zmieniane?
Yeah. The build is original. Building is original.
Yeah.
Building is from 1846.
This equipment was changed in beginning of 20th centuries.
Fantastic.
Exactly. The company, because owner was the Habsburg family, and they find L.A. Riedinger company, with which was situated in Augsburg, and they changed the equipment in this moment. Improve and still work the original equipment.
More than 100
Over
years.
110 years.
110 years and it's still in operation.
110 years, yeah, exactly.
Is there anything to see up there? We go up there with the camera?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It is spent grains,
Right.
you know, spent
Yeah.
grains after the filtration.
Wow.
Huh?
Look at that. That is one huge ton. Fantastic. Oh, here we go, Thomas. It's going round there. Original equipment. Fantastic.
5 minut będziemy zacierać.
Yeah.
So look at this. We got one big square.
This is a boiling kettle.
Boiling kettle.
Boiling kettle. Yeah. You can see the boiled.
Oh, look at that. Can you see that in there? This is fantastic. And the room we're in, the ceiling, it's full of architecture.
Look at this, the date of production of this kettle.
1925, look at that. Great. Thank you. Absolutely fantastic. Look at these open vessels. Great. So these are lagering tanks, are they?
Yeah.
No, it's fermentation.
It's fermentation.
Fermentation,
And under us exists the lagering.
Lagering.
Okay. This is a Brackie.
Yeah.
This
Pilsner.
typical lager like Pilsner.
Okay.
We normally produce the porter. Is a different kind of beer, absolutely different. In fermentation, Brackie ferment more or less 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah, and lagering 30 days enough for Brackie. But porter is a king of beer, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree.
Because porter lagering 120 days, and we can taste today porter which lagering 175 days.
It's fantastic.
We can try.
This almost looks like a fudge or something, like a fudge cake or white chocolate. That looks absolutely fantastic.
Many people think that this is a cappuccino.
Cappuccino, absolutely, absolutely.
But you can see the structure is every taps is different. Yeah.
So we get to try some of this?
No.
No?
It's
Not ready yet.
rather dangerous.
Dangerous.
Yeah,
Okay.
because in your stomach immediately start fermentation.
Ah, right, okay.
And fermentation is a process when the CO2 is outside.
Right.
So your temperature and maybe you don't go to the toilet.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah. So you're one of the oldest active breweries in Poland?
Yeah.
Fantastic, great, great.
Tu jest przegląd kolorowy. Wszystko, nie? I rano będzie już inaczej.
Mastne z 2011 roku miało coś takiego.
Baltic Porter.
Baltic Porter. What's the ABV on this one? Is it about 9%? 8%? Okay. Look at this. Great big kind of vessels here. We're getting fresh porter at the brewery. It doesn't come any fresher than this. This is 9.1%.
The question is, which porter is better and which of them is older?
Ah, okay, okay, so using sherry.
Fajne kontrasty.
That is fantastic.
You can see different kind of porter.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is better for you?
Well, this one is silky smooth, a real nice mouthfeel. It's nice and cold. It's got chocolate, coffee, caramel. There's a nice little kind of alcohol wall going on. And this one's a totally different beer, but there's a different age in the beer. I'm going to go with this one now. I'm going to say this is the older one.
Older?
This one's older. It's got a little bit more kind of. You can tell it's a little bit more further along with the flavours, with the kind of complexity. But but this is still fantastic. How far is this away from being
Just a
finished?
moment. We asked the colleagues the same test for the judge.
Okay.
It's my friend judge, the best judge in Polish.
This is the older one, this is the younger one.
Exactly. This is 175 days.
Right.
This one, we fill first month.
1st of May, my birthday.
Is
One week ago.
So
1 week.
This is
2 weeks ago. 15 days.
So, can you explain to me now why the beers are so different? Or is it just a mystery?
What is the main difference? This has more iron in it, and it's based on definitely it is more iron, and it goes from the tanks. Yeah, but generally it's more smooth and more better balance. But it was for me it was a trick that I think that it should be older.
So why the different sizes with the heads? Why is that?
I think it's connected with the carbonation that still, because they transfer the beer at the end of the fermentation, but not stop the fermentation, because the beer has to carbonate. Yeah. So it's still fermenting, very slow, but still fermenting. So it has low carbonation, so lower foam. Here's the biggest foam, more carbonation.